Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see how we can implement hyperparameter tuning in machine learning model. Okay, so what is this hyperparameter tuning? Hyperparameter tuning is nothing but changing the parameter values of our machine learning model in order to increase our accuracy. Here I have listed some of the hyperparameter tuning methods which will help us to do tuning of that machine learning model. So first we will see how we can do manually a parameter tuning, then we'll move on to the automation part. Okay, so here I have given the reference which I took in order to create this notebook. You can refer this references also. Here I took wine quality data set. You can get this data anywhere in the Google, or I will provide this data set in my GitHub link. Okay. So it contains a number of features, and here we have a dependent feature of quality. Let us see what all different types we have in this quality. So we will write df bracket quality dot unique. We have to find the unique value. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 unique values of quality of wine. Okay, so it is a classification problem. Then here we have separated our independent features by dropping quality and defining y as our dependent features. Okay, after this we have segregated our training and test data. Now let us see how we can do hyperparameter tuning manually. So here I've created one object of random forest classifier. Here if you press shift tab in order to see the parameter. So what do I mean by saying parameter? Parameter is nothing but changing the values of this model, which is our classification model, in order to increase the accuracy. Okay, now let us see what all parameters are there in the random forest classifier. So we have n estimators, criterion, maximum depth, minimum sample split, minimum sample sleeves. So this all features we have. So by changing the values of this parameter, we can increase the accuracy. Okay, so here we have a full documentation part of this parameters. Here you can refer the definition of this parameter. Okay, so by changing the value of n estimators, like if the default value was 100, I have changed to 5. So now let us see what is the accuracy. Now 61%. If I change it to 10, here you can see the accuracy is increased. Okay, but the problem over here is that we have to change the values one by one manually. Okay, so it will take more time in order to find the best parameter. So for that we are using this all four methods to do hyperparameter tuning automatically. Okay, let us see one by one all these methods in order to do hyperparameter tuning. Okay, so first of all we will see grid search CV. Grid search CV is nothing but it creates a permutation and combination of these parameters to find the optimum value of a particular parameter. Okay, so first of all we have to create a dictionary, and in this dictionary we have to pass our parameters name and the values that you want to iterate. Okay, so multiple values you can pass in this list, like I took 90, 100. Okay, you can take any other values. So criterion, as we have seen in our decision tree, we can take Gini entropy, either of them. Then depth will range between 2 to 10. This value can change according to your application and your will. And minimum sample leaf, then minimum sample split, and maximum features. So you have to pass the values that you want to give to this object, random forest. Okay. So first of all, we have created our object of grid search, and inside this class, estimators, you have to pass the object that you have created for your machine learning model, that is random forest classifier. Okay. The second parameter that you have to pass is your grid parameters, the hyperparameter that you want to tune. Okay. So this dictionary we are passing over, and cross validation we have to do it for 5, and njobs is equal to -1 is nothing but using your computation, parallel computation. Then verbose is your layout that you want to display it over here. After running this line of code, now you have to fit the training data into that object that you have created of grid search CV. Okay, now it is time to find the best parameter that grid search CV has found. Okay, so by writing this line of code, grid search dot the object that we have created, grid search dot best parameter underscore. So it will give you the best parameter for random forest. So here criterion, the grid search CV has chose as entropy, maximum depth as 9. So out of this range 2 to 10, it chose as 9. Maximum features as auto, we pass two values, right? Auto and log2. Out of this two, it choose auto. So likewise, all the optimum value of the parameters grid search CV has choose. Okay. After the best parameter that we have found, we will pass this values to our random forest. Okay. So after that, you can see if we find the accuracy, it has increased from 63%. It increased to 65%. Okay. Again, you can do the you can change this value of n estimators and all the parameters value, and accordingly you will get the output. So now random search CV. First of all, I want to discuss the difference between grid search CV and random search CV. Both are same, except in random search CV, it takes values of the parameters randomly. So it will not go in a sequence like in grid search CV, it was taking 90, then it will take Gini, then it will from maximum depth, it will take two value. One by one, it will take all the values and do the permutation and combination of these parameters. But in grid search CV, what it will do, it will take randomly, right? From an estimator, it will take directly 150, and afterwards, it will take 100. Okay. So the computational time required for random search CV is very less as compared to grid search CV. Grid search CV go in a certain pattern. It will try to do all the permutation and combination. But in random search CV, if it finds the optimum value, it will directly return it. Likewise, that we have seen from grid search CV, same thing we have to repeat over here. We have to pass our estimators, which is our random forest object, then parameters, random parameters, then cross validation as 5, processors that you have to use, -1 represents all the processor you have to use, and verbose your representation. Then this object that you have created for randomized search CV, you have to fit your training data. So for same attribute you have to use that you have used for random search CV to find the best parameters. So grid search dot best params. So likewise, same thing you have to use random search dot best params. So you will get the optimum or best parameters that you have to fit for your model. Okay. So here you can see it got around 65.6%. So there is slight increase in accuracy as compared to grid search CV. So now we'll move on to the Optuna. First of all, you have to install Optuna by writing this command pip install Optuna. So let us run this line of code. So I have already installed it, therefore it is written as already requirement already satisfied. You have to import Optuna and sklearn. In Optuna, you have to create one function object, and inside that object you have to pass this parameter try. So we'll come to this trial part once we'll run this line of code. Okay, so all the parameters that you want to hyperparameter tune, you have to write inside this function and estimators. So trial dot suggest int will try to find the integers. Okay, it will suggest an integer. Now let us see what all parameters that we have to pass inside this method. So we have name you have to define, like for n estimators you want to do hyperparameter tuning. Okay, string you have to pass from, as it is an integer, the lowest value and the highest value, and the steps. Default value is 1. And you can convert this integer value into logarithmic part by passing a boolean value as true. Then we have maximum depth. So it will try to suggest the integer ranging between 1 to 32. After that, you have to create one object of your model random forest classifier, and you have to pass this parameter that you have created, n estimators and maximum depth. Okay, so after that the model is fitted. Now we have to find the accuracy part. From this function objective, we will return the mean value of the accuracy. Okay, from sklearn there is method called model selection. Inside that we have a method cross val score. It will give the accuracy one by one, and we have to find the mean value out of it. So it will return the mean value of the accuracy. So after that we have created our study object. Okay, and we have to find the optimum value. So study dot optimize value, and we have to pass our function that we have created. So n trial is equal to 100. So 100 times you have to loop this one. Okay, in order to find the best parameter. So after doing all the permutation and combination, it will find the optimized value of the parameter. So by creating a trial object that we have passed over here inside this function, we'll get the best value. Okay, so there is a method called trial.value in order to get the accuracy. So it is giving us 60%. So now accuracy we got. Now we have to find the best parameter that we got from this Optuna. So by writing this trial.params, we will get the optimized value of the parameters. Okay, so this value you can pass to your random forest classifier. So this was the implementation of Optuna. Next we'll move on to the HyperOpt. To install this HyperOpt, you have to write this line of code pip install HyperOpt. It will install automatically. Okay. From HyperOpt, you have to import HP, fminimum, TP, status OK, and trials. So this line of code you have seen in grid search CV and random search CV. The same way we have to write, but there is a method we are using over here, hp.choice. Okay. So what we are doing in this dictionary, we are passing key name as parameter and the parameters that we have to pass into our model. So we are using a method called hp.choice. Inside that, let us see what all parameters we can pass over here. So it is nothing. So first it is like this one only. It is like up to now only. First we have to define the string value that you have to name, then the range. Okay. So here what it will do is it will pick the value out of entropy and Guinea. So it will pick one value. It will make a choice out of this list. Okay. Then we have Q uniform, which will range between 10 to 1200 and a step size of 10. Then for categorical features, we are using choice, and for numerical values, we are using Q uniform. Okay. So it will choose from this list accordingly. So likewise, we have created our parameter name and we are passing the parameters that we want to hyperparameter to. Okay. Like we have seen in Optuna, we have to create a function. Likewise, we have to create objective function in HyperOpt. Okay. So in this random forest classifier, we are passing this dictionary one by one. From criteria, it will take criterion value. Then in maximum depth, it will take values of maximum depth and so on. Then after that, we have to find the accuracy. So for accuracy, we are taking the mean value using this method cross val score. Okay. And we are returning the negative accuracy. What it will do, we will try to minimize the loss value. Okay. So now after that, we have to create our trials. How many times you have to run this line of code? Okay. So here we have created one object of trials and also f minimum. F minimum, what is it? Let us see. Minimize a function over hyperparameter space. So it will try to minimize the loss function, nothing else. Okay. So objective function name we have to pass over here. Then space is equal to space. Okay. Then how many times you have to iterate? 80 times. So here we are iterating, we are taking an epoch of 80, and the trials object that we have created we have to pass over here. So accordingly we'll get a loss value, best loss value. So for the best parameter we have to, you will get from this best object. Okay. So now you can see criterion is equal to 0, but we did pass criterion as entropy or Gini. It tries to give the index of this criterion. So it is 0 and this is 1. Gini is 1. Okay. Now maximum depth it has given as 1140. Maximum features it gave us 2. So maximum features, so 0, 1, 2. So log 2 it choose. Then other values. Okay. Here I've created one dictionary where I've passed my key and its value. So for criterion, it shows us entropy. Then this we have to pass it to our random forest classifier, which is our model. So if you run this line of code, you will get accuracy of 57%. Okay. So we have seen four methods to do hyperparameter tuning, which is grid search CV, random search CV, Optuna, and HyperOpt. Okay. So this was it from my side. If you have any doubt, you can comment it down. I will try to reply as soon as possible. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye bye.